Alright, so this is week number 5. We're going to be breaking down Callow Data TikTok Shop winners. 3 different categories. We're going with phones and electronics, baby and maternity, and toys and hobbies. So if you have a brand, if you're a creative strategist, I do these every week just to give you an idea of how I analyze ads, what components you should be looking for, because if you don't know the right components to look for, you can't look for them every time you see an ad, right? So you always want to look at what's the angle, what's the hook type, what's the sophistication stage, what's the awareness level. Those are like the main ones, but there's plenty more, right? So yeah, let's get right into it. First one.
Where was this when I needed it last summer?
Already we got a good pattern interrupt. Every single ad you see on here is going to have a visual that grabs your attention immediately. You're not going to see something that looks like boring or just generic, right? You're going to see some kind of visual that has one layer of like, I've seen this before, and another layer of, why am I looking at this? Like, why does this look like this? So he holds the camera up in front of the camera, right? That alone is going to make you just stop. It just looks interesting. His room looks like he's first of all, he's dressed how you would expect someone that knows about cameras to look. He also has some meta glasses on, which is cool. That's like a little detail people will notice. The blue light in the back, people are going to notice that. Everything about him and the way he's dressed and the setting lets you know that like this guy has an authority to talk about cameras. He has like style, but it's not like over the top. He's not like goofy with it. Like he just looks like that type of guy, right? And then he's around the age of someone that's going to buy this in order to get whatever result he's promising here. So it does that first. And then look at this next frame. Like, you could, most of the time you're not going to see a frame like this as your second frame unless it's a winning ad. Because look, you got a hand up here, you got a camera down here, you got him in the middle, and then you got up top, you have the image overlay, right? So tons going on, but not too much. You only want like 3 things going on at a time. So really it's like the camera, his face and hand in the middle, and then the image up top. This is fine for a second. So just giving you examples of that dream outcome, right? At the end of the day, people love proof, okay? So something that I realized early on was a lot of people don't add proof into their ads. Like, they'll just try to talk about every single thing, show everything else but literally the proof, right? That's the best way to earn trust from an audience, is to give them just straight up proof. Like, it's not that hard. Testimonials are cool, but that's a step you have to go through to get to the proof, right? You want just legit proof, screenshots, images, video examples, before and afters. Things like this are straight up proof. Look, it's a camera. This is exactly how the images look. Boom, you're bought in. As soon as you see that and you're at all interested, you're like, okay, now you need to prove to me that this isn't BS. You need to tell me like a good reason why I need it, and that's all you need, really. Some urgency too.
This summer, but you don't want to spend hundreds of dollars.
So right there, saying it's for summer is the urgency factor. That's why you need it right now. And then he's like, if you don't want to spend a lot of money, right? That's another reason. Like, dang, I should get this because it's a good deal.
On a professional camera, and this new 4K digital camera just dropped, and it's probably the best budget one on the market. It's got 60 with 18 times zoom, that flip up screen for easy selfies, and multiple preset modes, an actual built-in.
Okay, so he's just going through all the reasons you need to get it. He's just stacking those features, right? Benefits.
Flash, which is what gives you these cool nighttime photos, and I tested others where you have to plug them into a PC just to get the photos.
Okay, he's answering objections, like talking about alternatives, how they're just not as good, right? So he's talking to problem aware.
But this one is an app where you just scan this QR code and get all the photos right to your phone. Oh yeah, it comes with an SD card and a USB-C port.
So all these features and stuff, and then talking about expensive cameras. Problem aware audiences like this because they're like, yeah, that's the problem I have with other cameras. So what's different about this one?
Charge it, but they even throw in an extra battery for it and some other accessories like this lanyard. The only thing you might worry about is that last year's model sold out on their summer sale, and this one's actually on an even bigger discount. So if you want to get one before they're gone, you have to wait all the way to the link and put it in the bottom left for you. Just make sure you get one before they're sold out.
Okay, so I think the angle here is you need this for summer and have aesthetic like pictures to look at. The hook was a pattern interrupt. Sophistication is stage 5. So at stage 5, these people know a lot about cameras. They like to see the proof, and then they like to see all the little things like on the camera, because they've seen these, they've compared other ones, they've heard tons about cameras, right? So they're looking for someone that looks like them, acts like them. They need an authority to be like, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about. And then just by saying it's the best budget one for summer, I think just saying it's for summer is the biggest thing, because that's the urgency. And he gives you a way to use it. He paints a picture for, oh, I could use that for summer for me and my friends and whatnot. So, yeah, it's that simple.
Where was this when I needed it?
Oh, and then I forgot he's pulling it out of the bag. That's also super good. He could have just held it, but just adding that extra layer of like pulling it out of the bag, that reveal. I've seen that reveal work a lot for different products. All right, next one. So game day projector, another one where it's giving you a reason to use it.
Would you watch football inside when you can do it outside?
Okay, sports fans love any way they can upgrade their game day experience. As a sports fan myself, this is going to be pretty easy for me. This looks like either they're using a woman because a guy's going to watch a woman on the screen more often, or because this is a gift, like the gifting angle for their husbands, which might be it. I would guess that it's for wives trying to buy this for their husband. So the urgency is sports. There's always urgency in sports. There's always a new game coming up. There's always a new playoff. There's always a new championship game. There's always whatever. There's always something going on. Different seasons, different sports, right? Yeah.
On the big screen. And this home theater set comes with everything that you need. So you're getting the 120-inch projector screen. The projector...
So I'm assuming this is for people that either have a smaller TV and they want to watch this like as a bigger... Oh, no, never mind. No, that's not for people. It's only 120 inches. That's not very big. So, yeah, I think it's just for people that want a different experience, like to watch outside. Maybe they have like parties or something, right? Oh, okay. So this is going to be good for summer. Like if you're doing an outdoor party and you don't have a TV outside, this is really good for having a party outside. But she's going to go through the features here.
With a tripod and a Bluetooth speaker. It comes with all the different wire attachments, a remote, has all different types of imports to connect your device.
Okay, making it sound super easy to use. Has everything you need. All the plugs, all of the accessories. You don't have to buy extra stuff.
To HDMI, USB, DC. It can be used indoors or outdoors to play video games or watch movies. And it even comes in a carrying case. This is so good. I don't know how much longer they're going to be in stock.
With as much screens as people are watching constantly, I think this is just a cooler way to watch whatever you watch, right? It's not even just for sports fans. So she throws in video games and stuff. Like I'm assuming this, you could also gift this to like your son or all types of people, or even women might like it. I think at the end of the day, it's just making it seem like a good way to get a crazy experience for cheap. And I think the audience on TikTok really likes that. It might also be for a younger audience, right? Who want to watch stuff like in their bedroom. Like maybe they don't have a big TV, but they want to project something on the wall. So it says it's solution aware, that this viewer knows projectors exist and has wanted a bigger screen. So yeah, it's giving the audience the occasion, it's giving them the discount to make them go, okay, it's time to buy one. I've been wanting one of these for a minute. I think that's the biggest thing, is giving the occasion, right? Phones and electronics, that seems to be the pattern with the first one and this one. You got to give them an occasion to buy this little thing that honestly they don't need. Like there's no way someone needs this, right? So you got to give them an occasion. You got to paint the picture for them. If it's something they don't need, you got to make it look like it's a really good experience and that it's urgent that they start using it. I think those are the two biggest things when it comes to products that people do not need. Okay, next one.
Have you been seeing these all over?
Okay, really cool. That was a really dope pattern interrupt. He just spins it with his hand. That's what I'm saying is like with products, the biggest thing, and even in the last one, how she's holding up stuff. She's constantly holding stuff up, touching it, moving it. Every single winning ad you see, especially with products, you're going to be using it as a prop. It's like you're hypnotizing the audience with this prop. Spin it, flip it, do all types of stuff with it. Just keep it. If it's just idle like this, like imagine if it was just a voiceover and it just showed this. You'd be bored out of your mind, right? Like you got to spin them, take them out of the package, use ASMR. Those are good too.
These are the Galaxy Buds 4 Pro, and they'll change the way you think about.
Okay, first of all, I really like the hands and the voice and that camera angle and the lighting. They really do a good job of matching like what you would expect from an authority figure in like the tech space, right? Or like electronics, right? I think that's the biggest thing. So automatically I'm listening. If I see, okay, his hands look clean, his voice sounds like soothing, a little bit like, you want him to sound a little bit nerdy, but also like really confident in what he's selling or talking about, showing it off like he really cares about the product. These are just like small cues that make you go, okay, I think I can trust this guy and I want to hear what he has to say about these because he's making a big deal out of them, right? Like if he's presenting them like this, they must be pretty cool. So yeah, to me, it's the authority, the hook type, the angles, the mechanism. We'll see right now, stage 5, everyone's heard of an earbud. So you want to be the guy that has the cool ones, the coolest ones that nobody knows about, right? This is like for sophistication. Stage 5 is identity. So it's who's the type of guy that buys this. It's not, oh, I want it because it does this. You buy it because you're that type of guy or girl. So it's all about identity. Product aware, they've heard of this, but maybe they don't know exactly why they need to buy it right now.
Buds headphones. They have advanced two-way speakers that are paired with dual amps along with adaptive active noise canceling to drive that in-studio feel. One of the coolest features is Live Translate, which integrates with the Samsung phone app.
Okay, so all of the language he's using by saying cool, you're not going to say cool on an ad for someone that's 60 and up, right? They know what age this audience is and what type of words they're going to use. So the language, even the edits, like the transitions, they feel clean. They don't feel like over the top. And yeah, everything just kind of aligns with this audience, what they're expecting when they see an ad like this or just content like this in general. And then he's describing the features just not only with the language, but even just the way that he's describing them, like his tone and the things that he's pointing out. The audience can understand, like, okay, he knows what I need. He knows what's important. Like, this guy is an authority. So he's keeping that authority throughout just by the way that he says it. Sometimes you'll make an ad and the script is perfect, but then the person presenting doesn't know how to say it with the right tone. Even just the tone can ruin it. Because if he sounded like bored out of his mind, no one would care. They'd be like, does he actually like it? Or is he just saying that he does because he's getting paid to say it? So like any little thing can ruin an ad or make it.
On your Galaxy S26 series for real-time translation while on calls.
And if you're doing anything that requires some kind of knowledge on how to do it, you want to show super easy demos, right? You want to show little tutorials that make it feel like, wow. You also want to make it look easy. Like, you don't want to do it and make it look difficult, because then they're going to be like, oh, I don't want to do all that. But if it's like 3 little things, this audience is like, well, I'm smart enough to do those 3 things. And it's also easy enough that I'm willing to do those 3 things.
Or speak face-to-face and your words will appear on your phone screen for the other person to read their language. I can't emphasize this enough. Go get yourself a pair of the Buds 4 Pro. Welcome to AI Living.
Okay, so we got the translation. That's awesome. Like, most people have heard of the translation, but I've never actually seen that on headphones. So that might be the mechanism. Because everyone has noise canceling. You've heard that a million times, right? At stage 5 sophistication, they've heard every single thing you could say about a headphone, but I still think including AI and a translation is really cool. Like if you're traveling that's like, if you hear someone has that right now in this day and age, you're like, that person is like totally tech forward, like tech. That's just a tech dude right there. Like he has the latest and greatest of everything, right? So it's more of an identity thing than anything. All right, next one. We got baby and maternity. We got a cool TikTok comment reply to the Mom Cozy bottle washer. Okay, so that looks like this person does reviews, and it looks like people like watching her reviews because they're commenting this. Immediately, whenever you read this TikTok comment, the most important thing is for you to feel like this person is someone you can trust, or someone that you is like a scammer, right? Because you either want this one where it says do the Mom Cozy bottle washer, so that means someone's like, wow. Immediately when you read that, you go, okay, someone loved her last review and they want a review on this. By putting Mom Cozy, if you're a mom, you're already like, what's Mom Cozy? So you're grabbing moms immediately right there. But also you're making them think that this is someone that they can trust because it says do this one, as you know, implying that she's done multiple before and they were really good. The other way you can use TikTok comments, which is how most people use them, which is by saying like pretty much someone calling them out as a scammer or asking an objection. So they'll be like, there's no way this actually works, and then you just prove it, right? People like that little get back, that back and forth between that and like what's actually showing the video. So you got that negative one is either an objection comment, or two, it's setting them up as an authority. This one's not used as much, but it works.
And check the price. I'm seeing so many people get it right now, and the prices that they are getting it for are really good.
Okay, so this is just, the angle's just saying that it's viral and it's a good price right now. So bottom of funnel, product aware, they've heard of it. They're just like, do I need it? Yeah, they need like a compelling reason to actually buy it. Sophistication level 4, baby bottle washers are an established category, so the creative competes on trust and price because everyone knows what it is already. So she's giving you trust right here, the social proof, and it's a good deal. And price, obviously. So social proof is the trust, price is the reason to buy now, it's the urgency.
If you have a coupon, you'll know because it'll pop up at checkout. They will allow you to stack that on top of the deals for you days pricing. So this is a really good time to get one. It's gonna wash, sterilize, and dry your bottles, your pump parts, your teething toys. I'm gonna show you mine. This is what it looks like.
Okay, cool. So she starts right away. If she's going in for the kill immediately because she's like, most people, I'm assuming that's a really popular, I think I've heard of it, Mom Cozy. So she's going for the people that have heard it, bottom of funnel immediately. Hey, crazy deal. Oh my God, this deal is insane. If you see this coupon, like all this stuff about it being a crazy deal and everyone's buying it up right now. So that way, if you've heard of it, you can just go buy it right now. You don't need to hear more, right? And then this is the next part where she can explain for the people that have heard of it, but they don't know as much. So maybe they're higher in the funnel, maybe like middle of funnel, maybe still bottom, but maybe a little higher up. She's just going to explain what it does. And I like how she just made it really simple what it does. It does this, 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 it cleans this, boom. You take it like matter of fact just by her tone. The way she says it, you're like, oh yeah, she's telling the truth. And then she's going to show you proof. Like I said, you always want to show proof, right? And then again, this is a really, really common thing is where we have a hand pointing to everything you need to look at. And then this does this, and then this right here does that. Keep them engaged the whole time.
I keep it right in front of the stackable drawers.
See, so when she puts her hand up, you follow. You're like, oh, what is she looking at? Okay. You feel like you know what's going on. You're not paying attention to, you're not thinking in your mind, I need to follow this hand. It's subconscious. It's a subconscious thing that we do as humans to feel like we know what's going on, like we need to pay attention, right? So she does a great job of doing this.
That I can just take it out when it's clean and dry and put it in here. I personally keep my son's stuff separate.
See how she's never just doing something boring. She's literally walking through her house. Like she doesn't need to do all that, right? But that's to keep you engaged. It makes it feel super authentic too. Like she's just, it's like you're almost like you're FaceTiming her, right? That's kind of how she set this up. Where she's like on her bed, she's talking, and then she goes, let me show you real quick. She stands up. You don't see all that, but she cuts to like walking through the house. Hold on, wait. And then the camera angle's slightly up too. Like that's where people hold the camera when they're FaceTiming, right? So it's like you're FaceTiming a friend. Do you not see how like authentic that is? It's crazy. It's so good.
That's why I don't use our dishwasher, but I also like...
And you're being nosy too. You're like looking in the background like, oh, what kind of dishes does she have? Like, wait, how big is her house? I wonder where she lives at. Like, you're engaged. You're not just like watching a girl. Like, you're straight up engaged. You feel like you're FaceTiming her.
Because this is much faster.
Plus hand gestures. Why not? Just throwing a little squiggly, right? As many hand gestures, as many stuff going on in the background. Like, why is she closing the door? Like, she doesn't need to close the door, but it keeps you guessing, keeps you on your toes.
And a dishwasher.
She locked the door too. Why is she locking the door? But it's so good. And now you're like, what room is she in? Why is she locking the door? Even if you're not paying attention, you're riding it out. You're still watching. So maybe by the end you're like, wait, what was I talking about? Guess what? We got a TikTok comment just to remind you. Wait, what was she talking about again? Oh, do the mom cozy. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna buy, the mom cozy. She said it was a crazy deal. Let me go check it out.
Time to get it if you were in the market. I will link it for you guys below.
And then she just reminds you one more time in case you forgot what we're even talking about. It's a masterclass. It's a straight up masterclass. Hook type is a reaction. Yeah, it just feels super authentic. Yeah, man, what a masterclass on authentic UGC yappers. All right, next one, baby maternity. Now remember, this is a woman. Obviously, this is women buying this, right? 100%. It's gonna be women. Girls like yapping videos. Like, they like to talk about the smaller details. They like to know, like, little drama, what's going on in your life. Like, they like to talk. Nothing wrong with that. They want you to talk. They want to feel like you're a friend, not just like a straight up salesman being super straightforward. They want those little, like, that little commentary. It makes a big difference for them. Feels more fun, more legit too. All right, we got a folding wagon stroller. This is awesome. Okay, so the angle is a value positioning. Frames it as the affordable answer to a well-known expensive one, premium category one. So the deal is the reason to act today. The hook is relatability plus insider call out. If you know, you know. Moms love doing this because as a mom, even as like a new mom or even an experienced, you got a couple kids, they love to share it because this is what they do. Like, this is what they care about most. This is what they're doing 24/7. So they like to share stuff. It's a community, right? Moms are in a community called Mom Community, you know, on all social platforms. Moms are connected by being a mom. So it's very important to have other moms that say this is good. That's how they make decisions most of the time. It's by hearing what other moms have to say. You're not going to listen to a dude tell you what to do as a mom because he hasn't done it. So they're looking for other moms to sell them. That's what they believe. Like, that's the best proof you can have. There's no better proof than a mom saying that it works and then proving it, showing it. Can't get better than that. Solution aware, they already know they want a wagon stroller. Question is, which one and what price? Let's see. Already a very engaging pattern interrupt hook. I guess I'm calling everything a pattern interrupt, but it has to be, right? What's to call it? I mean, really, it's just she's walking towards you with the wagon. You're wondering, why did she set up a camera to show this? But you're also like, this looks pretty cool. Anytime you have a product that looks cool, show it. It looks cool. Like, that looks really cool. The last one didn't look that cool. Like, it was like a box you put, like, it's just a box. This looks awesome. Like, show it in motion, show it rolling. And then it makes it clear who it's for. All your kids. So this is for moms. Boom. And without breaking the bank. So good price, and you can do this with your kids, and it looks cool. Everything flows, everything looks legit, right? She's in like a garage. So it's like a mom that's like probably stay-at-home mom living in a home. Because, I mean, think about it. You're not going to have this in an apartment most of the time, right? I live in an apartment, but if you're in a house, you probably don't have room for this giant thing. So this is for moms that live in a house, stay at home, you know, and they just want more stuff to do with the kids. So
do not come for me when you're stuck buying one of those $1,000 stroller wagons because you...
So it's not rocket science. Just push it forward and turn it. Like, do something with the product. If she was just standing there and it was in front of her, it would not be a winning ad, period. The fact that she rolls it forward, turns it, and she says, do not come for me. So, you know, come for me means, you know, don't be like at my neck about this. Don't be in the comments talking mess about me, right? So just shows she's with it. It just shows that like she's one of you, one of them, one of the moms that's like online and talks about stuff like this. She feels like a friend, feels like a, you know, relatable person. They always got to be relatable, right? She's not like super done up either, like dressed up. She's also like, she's dressed up, but not like crazy, because moms know like you don't have time always to get super dressed up, right? So just keeping it relatable, very important. If you want to sell to a certain audience, they need to relate to you to see you as an authority, period.
Waited on the one that was a fraction of the price.
Like if someone would, like, say she was totally dressed up wearing high heels and a dress, like, you're not selling. It's not going to do as well, period. Just from that one thing alone, it's going to be like, who is this girl? And I don't relate to her at all. Like, how did she have time to do that? Now I feel like she's not honest. That like kills trust right there.
Until it was completely sold out, because there's definitely a reason why that one mom said she returned her Wonder Wagon when she saw the reviews on this thing. So if you've been doing all your research and you're on,
okay, making it look really easy, showing you it's all proof. Like, she's not talking about it. She pulls it out of the car. Oh, it fits in the car. Cool. Oh, she placed it down and opened it in 2 seconds and it clicked open. Boom, she proved to you that it sets up and opens in like 5 seconds, right?
hunt for the perfect wagon stroller. This is the one that actually comes with all the features, and I hope by the time you see this video, they're not
Stage 5 comes with all the features. They don't even need to know the features. They've seen all the features, right? If it's stage 5, truly. She literally didn't even, let's see if she mentions.
completely sold out. Let me give you a closer look.
Okay, she's still gonna go through it, but if they're at stage 5, they've already seen it, right? So it's more of an identity thing. Like, what kind of parent buys a wagon? One that can afford one that can. Also, she said it's affordable. So this audience might not be able to afford a usual one, but they feel like they should. Like, they feel like that's my identity. I'm that mom that she pushes her kids around, and I have like cool stuff like that, right? But maybe she couldn't afford it, and now she's like, oh, I can afford it now. Okay, cool. This is for me. Like, there you go. It's like the knockoff version without making it look cheap, though. She's still making it look premium by showing you all the features. To be like, look, it's an identity play, but look, it's not a knockoff necessarily. Like, it still has everything. It's just cheaper. So she's going to go through these. And again, we got a hand pointing to everything. Look, you see what kind of shoes she's wearing. You see this on the concrete. Like, all this stuff is like, okay, she's a normal person. Like, she's not trying to act like she's better than everybody else. She just looks like a relatable person. Like, she has a little bit of a mess. Sometimes people want to clean up everything in the background. And it's like, that stuff makes you seem human. It makes you feel authentic as a UGC creator. But it needs to match. Like, it can't just be random stuff. All right, let's see these features that she's gonna point to every single one and demo them, I bet.
Like the big name brand, you can actually push this one like a stroller, or it comes with the wagon handle on the front of it. They did such a good job with these brown leather accents. The huge handle is completely adjustable to your height by pushing the buttons on the sides here. And look at this, they even gave us 2 built-in parent cup holders. It comes with a huge storage bag that you can literally fit.
So again, using your hand and showing proof. Hypnotize them with the hand and prove whatever you gotta prove. Keeps them engaged, and it just increases trust like crazy, which is what people need to buy. If someone's gonna buy anything, they need to trust you.
Anything in, and normally you have to pay separately for that. This one seats 4 so comfortably. Look at all this space in here, and these are even 5-point harnesses. They have the huge tray for snacks and toys, and they have 2 cup holders here, and they even put 2 cup holders on the front of it. The tray is completely removable, and in my opinion, this is the most important feature because you can lock the foot space in on the bottom so it lays flat for nap time. You have the beautiful full coverage canopy that is completely adjustable, and this is the upgraded version, so they even gave us bug nets on all sides. But of course, if you don't want the bug nets, they made it so you can even zip it up inside the canopy. This is absolutely genius. This is incredible. If you're looking for a wagon stroller for the summertime to make your life a little bit easier, but you don't want to break the bank, they're having a huge sale right now. So if you see a link at the bottom of the video, definitely don't wait, because at this price, I know they're going to go fast.
All right, so I even like how she ended it. She has the urgency, they're gonna go fast, right? And then she walks up to the camera and turns it off and leaves that in the video. Some people would think, oh, that's not professional. They're not going to be taken serious. It doesn't need to be. It needs to be authentic, not professional. It's the total opposite. So just doing that, it's just like, she's a real person. She didn't have time to go edit. She's not an editor. She's not a UGC creator. She's a real person. So she talks about all the features and all the benefits, whatever. That's not, I feel like everyone does that already. That's everyone's go-to. That's usually not the problem, is like saying what it does. The problem is proving it. The problem is creating urgency. The problem is trust. Like, do they trust you? You could say, oh, this cures cancer. Okay, prove it. And who's saying that? Do I prove it, or show me someone I can trust that's actually saying that? So those are the things you need to fix if, like, you're talking about benefits, features, and stuff. Cool. You even had a good hook. Cool. But is the trust there? People spend when they trust. Okay, another baby maternity one. I already like this setup. It just looks cool. It's engaging. She's opening this gadget. It's not a gadget, it's a stroller, but it's just interesting. Even someone that's not caring at all about a stroller is going to look for a second. They're going to be like, what is this stroller? It's like all folded up. Looks cool. Just interesting. Anyone in the world is going to be like, it's a little interesting, right? 14-pound travel stroller. If you're looking for a stroller, though, like when I was looking, I wanted something like small travel size, right? And it's only 14 pounds, so it's light, and it looks like maybe you can roll it around too. So immediately you know this is it's for moms, families, and we're talking about the mechanism. We're at stage 4. So it's gonna have to be like, not just like, oh, it has these wheels and this kind of, covering or seat padding, whatever. This is like mechanism, like new mechanism. Like this thing folds up like crazy to be super small and only 14 pounds, and it's probably super easy to open, right? I have one similar to this, and that's kind of why I got it. Like, it has all those cool features where you're like, yeah, most strollers don't do that. They're like bulky. So, and even if you're not using it for travel, if you live in like an apartment or something, you're gonna want something small, right? So sophistication level 4, that's where we're at. Solution aware, they've seen plenty of strollers. They know of travel strollers, but they're going to go through why this is the best one. Okay. Hook types, a demonstration. What did I say? Proof. It's always proof. Yeah, she's going to demo. She's going to objection stack. Let's get it.
You see, this is my new travel.
That looks super light. Prove that it's light. Prove that it fits in the bag. Let's see. She's probably going to prove that it opens quick.
Stroller. And yes, it can fit in the overhead bin on an airplane. It only weighs 14 pounds, which is basically how much my 4-month-old weighs. It can lay almost completely flat, which makes naps really easy. And it has a super...
Okay, this is a mom cozy. Oh, but a stroller. Okay, well, it made it look super easy. It took 2 seconds to open it up, right?
Wide sunshades. You want them to be able to recline and cover the sun from their eyes if you actually want them to nap on vacation.
Closes all the way down. I don't think I've seen that, so... Usually they just like cover up to like here, but this goes all the way to the bottom. That's another cool feature that you're like, okay, I might pick this travel one over another travel one.
You can check.
That's a big peekaboo window. She said little, it's actually big. Mine is way smaller. So maybe this would do a little better if she said it's a massive one. Because that would have got me after seeing the one I have.
On them, you have a...
All of them glide, so nothing crazy. See how it was literally 1 or 2 seconds that she said that? Don't spend too much time on stuff they've heard a million times, right? But you do have to include it because they're like, they just want to know that it has everything the other ones have, plus more.
Ton of storage underneath here for the diaper bag and even some water bottles. But I really cannot get over how small and compact this folds down to. And
okay, so unpacking it and packing it is literally like a 3-second thing. That's crazy, right? They showed me a demo of mine, and they made it look easy, but mine actually wasn't that easy once I got home. This one actually looks a lot easier. Like, it looks like you can't mess it up, which is how it's supposed to be. Like, if you're gonna buy something, you're not buying it so the demonstrator can open it fast. You're buying it so you can, no matter if you're an expert or not.
And you just slip it all in this tote. If you are going anywhere anytime soon, you need to check out the sale on this stroller.
Okay, so sales, urgency. Urgency is also traveling, right? So if you're traveling, even if anytime soon, she didn't say this week, she said anytime soon. So most people that are buying this probably have a trip planned. So that gives them the occasion to be like, oh man, I should get this before that trip. Yeah, I mean, this didn't do amazing, but pretty good. Toys and hobbies. So this one's for kids, obviously, right? So we got a mom. She looks like the fun mom immediately, and it says mom on her hat. Mom something, I think. So yeah, the angle is the deal. Is the creative volume set against a low price does the persuading. Hook type is curiosity. Sophistication level is 3. Squishies are a commodity toy, so the market responds to a bigger, better, cheaper offer rather than a new mechanism. So you don't need to reinvent the wheel. You're just saying this is better than what you've seen. Problem aware, the parent needs cheap toys that occupy kids. The ad presents an unusually generous offer as the fix. So it seems like a crazy deal, right? It's like a huge box of fun stuff. Like it's like the mom's answer to entertaining their kids in one cheap box. How much easier could it get? But like I said, you need to be able to trust the person, and you need to see the proof. So she'll probably show her kids using it. But she's an authority, like you trust her. She looks like a fun mom. She doesn't look all like slobby or anything. Or she also doesn't look like super, done up. She just looks like where a mom would be if like she looks just like a regular weekday and she got dressed up and they went out and did something. She looks like she just went out and they played sports or something, right? Went to soccer practice. I don't know what the age group is, but and then she's married. That's a deal. Like these little details matter. You see a girl's not married, you're like, does she even have kids? You don't even believe it. Like that stuff matters. The kitchen looks like a pretty nice kitchen. Like they can afford to have, some kids and pretty nice house. So everyone's paying attention to these little things. They could say that they're not, or they might not even notice. It's subconscious. You're always judging. Everyone's always judging.
As if you want to gain instant.
Okay, great. Pattern interrupt. She puts it right up to the camera, opens it. Like, if you're not putting things up to the camera, you're wasting creative because, I mean, come on, look at it. It just grabs your attention immediately. All of these do it. Every single winning ad does it. So yeah, she's putting it up to the camera, opening it. You got the ASMR of opening the box. You're engaged. You're just like, man, she's making this easy to watch. Even if it's not something you're going to buy, she's making it easy to watch in general. And if you have like good hooks like this, your ad's going to get pushed more. Which means, you're going to get more people buying. It's going to get spent, and then it's going to hit the right people. But if it's just a bad ad where it doesn't get anyone's attention, you might have everything. You might have every piece, but if you don't hook anybody or you don't make it worth watching, you might have the perfect script, the perfect person, everything. But if it's hard to watch, it's not going to get spent. It's not even going to get a chance.
Cool mom points this summer. Grab up this box of 8 hard to find squishies. This is the box that keeps going in and out of stock. I was able to get mine up.
Okay, so she's making these look like she said 8 hard to find squishies. So she's saying these are rare. Like these aren't just 8 little pieces of junk in a box. These are the ones that kids want. And it comes with all of them, and it's pretty good price. But she's continuing with the ASMR. Let's see.
Sale. Check the link right there to see if it's still on sale. Because we're especially excited about the apple. This has been a very hard to find sugar squishy. Then you've got that slow rise Hawaiian bun. Of course, the butter, strawberry squishy, the squeezed cheese. 2 different.
So I don't know if those names are real, but she's giving them names, or at least saying them. And just showing the proof once again. Does it look like fun? Does it look squishy? Does it look like my kids are actually going to like it? Do they have different types of squishy level, right? So those are things that moms are going to be looking for. If you don't show it, if you just show the box and you don't prove it and squish it with your own hand, you're not going to get as many people buying.
Sugar cubes and a tab of squishy. If your kids are anything like mine, they're going to go nuts for this. I'll link it down below.
Okay, so this one we got bumper balls. These are just super easy to get. Not easy, but just it's easy to get people interested because you can show them in use. You can show the proof, right? Anytime you have something that it's easy to show the proof, you're going to get results because People want to see the proof, and it sells itself, really. Like, people might need certain details. They're going to need some urgency. They're going to need, like, why do I need this? Where can I use it? You know, they're going to have objections, of course. Everyone has objections. But overall, if they want it, they want it. So it's a demo, stage 2. Just simply show what it does is still enough. No differentiation or mechanism argument is required. This is for unaware, for anyone that's just like, they're going to see it and they're going to know what it is immediately. People have seen it, but they don't need to have like any prerequisites. They really don't need to be aware of it at all. Feels super authentic, right? Just feels like an organic piece of content, like someone's just chilling with their family, recording someone using them. And it's just funny seeing people fall. Like, it's not like a crazy breakdown for this one. It's funny seeing people fall. It makes it look fun. They showed it like at a camping area or like a big field. So if you have any big area of grass, that you can picture it now. So I've always thought these looked cool and fun, but I was like, where am I going to use it? But just seeing this video alone, I'm like, okay, I can go camping or I can go to a park and just do it for fun. And they're just showing that it's safe. Like, you're not going to get hurt. You got women doing it, men doing it, falling all types of ways, rolling around. Like, they're all good. They're not getting hurt. I guess that's it. They didn't even say anything. They had no Man, that's cool. So maybe they go to the landing page and all their objections are answered there, you know? Maybe the whatever this goes to has all those answers like pretty easily. That's pretty good for how simple that was. Definitely unaware. All right, another toys and hobbies. Inflatable floating lake dock. Angle is aspiration. The lake life status, stage 3. You don't need like a crazy mechanism, you know? They're like cool in itself. You don't need to say, this one does this. Like, it's already cool. What it does is cool. So you don't need to do something crazy. You might want to hear one mechanism that's like, oh, but this one makes it easier because of this. Like, if you've used them before, you might want like one thing to be better on them. We'll see what this one does. I'm not sure. POV being at the lake. That hook, I don't think that's very good. That could probably be a lot better. Obviously, they're at a lake. Like, what is it's kind of unnecessary. I feel like if you're going to put a hook, you might as well put something that makes it a little more interesting. A little more drama, you know, being at the lake, okay? But we got a kid here. Looks like he's going to jump. So you got a little tension here. We got a little story. Like, what's going to happen? Is he going to jump down? Let's see. Okay, so this is like the other one. This is like the one we just looked at. They're just showing proof. They're just showing what you do when you jump into it. Different people using it. Mom, kids, everyone's having fun. And it just looks relaxing. You're selling the lifestyle, the identity of like, look, you can go to the lake and look how fun this would be for you and your family. Or anybody. It doesn't even have to be your family. It could be friends, you know, adults. But look, you got cup holders and stuff, like, from what it looks like. I think you can drag it too with that, maybe. Just looks awesome. Okay, showing a woman that's like fit and in shape in a bikini is not like by accident. Dudes are buying this. Like, let's just be honest, a guy is gonna buy this. A dude that likes going to the lake. It's like his whole little lifestyle. Either he's going with family or he's going with like adult friends and like, you know, girls in bikinis, guys in trunks. They're going to the lake and they're doing this and drinking or whatever. Maybe not drinking, but probably drinking. Yeah. Okay, shows that it's sturdy on the outside. That's really cool to me. I thought it would be like flimsy. Okay, got a cool lake. The song just kind of goes with the vibe. Sounds like fun and looks cool. You got the kid jumping in and the mom and crazy. Just showing different angles, different things you can do on it. Overall, all this thing is just proof with the little music and the cool lake view, right? This is like one of those things where showing it in use is very easy, and it's very easy to make it look cool. Like, there's certain things that are a lot harder to make look interesting. This is not one of them. Like, it's just using it entices you, like, it compels you to want it. Wasn't too much with that one. How did it go? It did pretty good. I think to improve this one, I think just a better hook. Maybe like some mechanism stuff or some benefits popping up like once in a while would be pretty cool if it didn't take away from it. But yeah. Alright, last one, we got beginner electric guitar. So entry level price for a guitar, how to learn. She's just gonna do a demo. I mean, this dude looks, this is how my cousin's guitar teacher looked. So this dude looks like an authority. He looks like he plays guitar. He got the guitar chords in the back. Like, he looks like he's all about it. Like, that's all he does. Like, that's his thing. So his authority is killing it right there. The angle of the guitar, like, coming towards the camera. The angle of him, like, looking down. We're looking up at a professional, at an authority. Camera angle matters. So if you're an authority, if you want someone to listen to you, you want it kind of slightly faced upward, like an upshot. It's stage 4. Beginner guitars all compete on price. So most of the time it's just what's the cheapest one. This one moves the argument to total cost of the setup. So it's the setup, not just the guitar, I'm assuming. Okay. The aspiring player knows gear costs add up, and they're intimidated by the whole stack. Okay. This ad collapses the stack into one purchase. So it's like an all-in-one bundle. So that's the biggest thing. So you don't have to buy the guitar and then this and the picks and I don't know what else comes with it. But yeah, let's see what he says. No, who needs pedals? This guitar has it all. Let's see. Okay, awesome. I love this. So what is this? Problem over stage 4. Okay, so we're pretty far down in stage 4. These people love music that has to do with the guitar, right? So what better way than to just prove how good it sounds and just kind of like motivate them with like showing identity stuff. This is identity right here, like by playing a song where they're gonna be like, oh, yeah, like I get it. Like I'm the type of guy that gets this type of music. See like the little smirk right there? That's what I'm talking about. That's the vibe here. Like yeah, you hear that? Like I don't even gotta say nothing. You hear that? So super popular song. And it's actually viral right now. That's a viral song where it's like, white boy, remember who you are. And they play this song and then now everyone's doing it. Like, white girl, remember who you are. Or like, alt girl, remember who you are. So this is a trend that's genius. If you're doing guitar, I would assume that anything musically, you want to go with trending songs. Especially if you can play it here, because I don't think you can get in trouble for copyright. Maybe you can, but maybe not if you're playing it. I would just, man, if I was this brand, I would just run these up. Just keep doing those different trending songs. It just instantly becomes relatable. You're like, oh, I know this song.
This is Enya's Xmari Smart Electric Guitar, and in my opinion, the best.
Okay, so when you're stopping a song, think about it. People are vibing to that song. It's a good song. You might even be waiting for the drop, or whatever it's called when in rock music. He just kind of cut it abruptly. So that's why he's talking super fast, because you're like you don't feel good about that. You're like, bro, like I wanted to hear that song. So he has to talk quick and just get straight to the point, right? Let's see if we get straight to the point.
Guitar you can get for its price range. Check it out. Not only does this guitar have a lightweight, durable carbon body, a maple neck, and Alnico pickups, and a headphone jack so you can practice anytime, anywhere. But if you hold the shiny button down, it also has built-in effects. If the light is green, you're on clean.
All right, cool. So he just went through the features real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Talks about how high quality it is. This little feature, I'm assuming that's the mechanism he's talking about too. And it's not just the bundle, but that little button. I'm assuming that's something different. I'm not sure. And genius, just keep playing. That might be the same song, but it's definitely trending. I think it's the same song. But yeah, keep playing songs people like. This is a musical audience. They love music, so make sure you're including music when you're talking about music stuff, right? Simple. Pretty obvious, but some people, they might just not do it. Believe it or not.
Push it once or crunch. Push it again.
He's making it look easy too. That's the other thing. Like, this is an audience of beginners. By even getting this, they're assuming, oh, I could do it. So when you make it look easy, they're like, oh, I could definitely do that. Look, he's making it look easy.
For overdrive, more time, or high gain.
So he's playing different songs that are like that sound like those settings, which is cool because now you're in a game of what's he gonna play next? Like, overdrive is attached to that song. Like, oh, okay, I've heard that before. Yeah, so that's overdrive. And then high gain. Oh, what's high gain? Let's see what song is high gain. So you're learning. Now you're getting value already from an authority figure. So you're like, damn, I feel like I know something already just from this ad. Think about that. If you're gonna buy something to learn, and if you're gonna buy something to learn a skill, you want the first thing you see to already be teaching you something. So you're not starting at zero. Compared to every other one, imagine what they saw. They're probably just like, here, buy this and you'll learn. Here's what it includes. You're like, okay, should I get this one or a different one? This one's already teaching you. You're like, dang, I already learned. I might as well get this one. They made it so easy. I watched a reel and I learned something.
Oh yeah, and it comes with an app that'll let you customize each effect. And it comes with everything you need to get started. This guitar is awesome. It feels great, it sounds great, comes with extra features and all that extra stuff for a price that can't be beat.
I love that. Included. You don't need to bother with that. Like, you don't need to bother a beginner with all the little things it includes. Just list it. It looks like tons of everything. If you're getting it, you probably know what you need for the most part if you've heard of it before. So just you read the list real quick. You don't need to talk about it forever. These people want to get straight to learning, right? They don't want to be bored with like an ad, right? They want to be inspired. This is a musical audience. Like, they're very, I would assume they're very emotional, right? Music really like speaks to them, gives them like emotional, makes them feel good emotionally. So you don't want to be too logical with these people. They get it, you know, it's logical too, but they want to hear music. They want to make it feel easy. You want to make it feel easy.
If you want one for yourself, oh, it's a link right there. Have fun.
There you go. Simple as that. That one was really cool. Yeah, I really like that one personally. But yeah, so if you got this far, most of you guys watching this are strategists, but if you have a brand or you know someone that needs a strategist, you can go hit up my website. If you need a system to create ads, winning ads consistently, or you need a strategist to kind of figure out like what's going on, what's working, what's not, you know, just DM me on X at JacobCounts123, or just hit up my website and book a meeting. See you guys next week.